I'm a UC Berkeley student and a proud member of BAM. Last occupation, I had nothing planned, and I pretty much just told everybody I loved them and how much everybody decided. This time I wanted to say a little more. And I want to talk a little bit about leadership. I ran into BAM. I came to UC Berkeley and I was going to box and I was going to get my classes done and I was going to leave. And there's so many things that have shown up for me that are wrong in society, but it seems so big. And it really seemed like, a lot of times it just seems like so many things that I couldn't connect the dots. And you have that sense of powerlessness. And I ran into Ronald Cruz on UC Berkeley from BAM, and we started talking. And I was just really impressed at the level of commitment and all the changes that BAM was making and the integrity. And immediately that day I said, okay, well, I'll be on the roster to run for a senator, with the Defending Affirmative Action Party. And I was, really thrilled to do that. And I was like, I'm curious about these guys, And it didn't take long before, I was just so inspired. And, BAM really gave me a place to stand and really to join what I think is probably the best fight that I've ever been in my life. Yeah. And I'm a fighter. I really can't emphasize how much you guys are leaders here today. We're all leaders here today for UCLA, and to really show them their power. And there's a lot of power in UCLA, but it's that sleeping giant. And we saw it in 2006 when they tried to put that bill to make it a felony to be undocumented or even aid someone, and that was killed overnight by the people standing up and marching. Whether it be the free speech movement or the civil rights movement, mass action. And that's one of the things I've really just learned from BAM. Is like, we can win, and we don't need legislature, or we don't need big time money or interest. We're not going to play that game, and we're going to stop business as usual. And that's what we're doing today. And this is just one battle. We're advancing the ball today. And I want to really thank Yvette. Yvette has really just like pushed me when everybody's hero. I have tried to sneak away from responsibilities that I really wanted to undertake, but are scary to me. Scary. Really, stepping forward and be like, okay, I'll be accountable, and I'll qualify myself to be the best voice for this movement that I can be, and just really got behind me and pushed me, and has really shaped, a lot of who I am as a leader, and that's an amazing feeling. I want to thank Jose. This guy has really been inspiring me, and his speeches have. I sent his video to my mom, and my mom came today to be a part of this. And just like her, I'm all heart. So and I just really want to emphasize that it's clear to me that although we say to ourselves sometimes it's 2012, things are changing. Progress is not inevitable. And it really does take us and everything we do. When we make stands like this, it doesn't go unnoticed, and it really does, like I said, advance our position. As Marty Cruz was saying, that history has taught us that it is direct action that gets things done, and that's been proven time and time again with social struggles. And like I said, I just really want to thank everyone here for the strength and courage to take this fight. I got a couple of years on you guys, and I don't know that I would have had the courage to even speak in front of you guys, let alone occupy an administration's office. I really recognize that, and you guys are such an inspiration to me. But we could fill the Rose Bowl 100 times and still not be able to fill all the people who really love you for what you're doing right now, and who really are inspired by you and are really behind you, and probably wish that they could be some part of that. And I want you guys to really think about who we represent. Like Margarita was saying, there are these marginalized small groups on these campuses, like the LGBT community, and many of these groups who have to have safe places and need support because of this climate. And you bet if this place was diverse and had true diversity, there wouldn't be a climate that would allow bigotry or sexism or homophobia. This place would be transformed overnight. And you know, we're fighting for the professors of color who have to really watch what they say and what they teach, or else they're going to be cut loose. We're fighting for the individuals who have given their lives, dedicated their lives to give their children a better education and future, and who have, at the end of that line, and have followed all the rules and have been denied, you know, what they've earned, which is a future for their kids. You know, we're fighting for, you know, the students who have dedicated themselves, sometimes in some of the roughest conditions, to really, had to make a conscious effort that I'm going to follow this path to academics, and only to be turned away. And you know, another huge thing is, you know, the people the other students who receive the discouraging message when you know, your valedictorian doesn't get into UCLA. I mean, that is just so crushing, and what it does is tell people, you know what, I've been tricked again, you know. And the last couple things I just want to say is that I'm going to really take on, to the best of my ability, being a presence here at UCLA in the future and organizing, and I'm just so looking forward to So I'm going to say, I profoundly love you guys all, and you guys are making a way better person out of me to be here. And, thank you so much again. Thanks.